Welcome back. We're live with another episode of the Two Count Kickout Podcast, episode 11. So we're past two hands now. For you all you three hand folks, you get to participate now.
Ooh.
You
So,
never know, man. There's new discoveries every day.
what is it? We're the X-Men?
No, not us. I said the three
No, I
hand
said, what
folks.
are they, X-Men?
Oh, they got to be something, man. They got to be something. I don't know. They're not fully human as far as we know. So. But anyway, we're back after a week and a half hiatus. So we apologize to all the fans out there. Life be
All right.
life, and we all had
All three
crazy
of
stuff
us.
going on. Yeah, all three of us. It was back to back. So yeah, we apologize for the delay, but we're back on schedule,
Hopefully,
kind of. We'll
I, I
we'll
have
see what
something
next
will
doubt.
week
pop up and
entails.
we're not gonna be able to do it.
Right, man. Last week and a half has been crazy to say the least. But we're back again. I'm BJ with my boys as usual.
It's Taylor here.
I was
We're gonna have
boy,
to figure out the order before. Yeah,
we'll,
next time we'll figure
we'll
out the
just,
right order.
we'll go birth order. From now
There
on, we'll
we
just go birth order.
oldest team. I
Yeah.
guess that's a
I
simple way to
guess.
go about it.
It's your boy Cam. I'm not even gonna use my full government name. It's
I
Cam.
don't use my full neither.
Yes, and we're back. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so a lot of things have happened since the last time we spoke with you folks. And we spoke actually, well, we chat throughout the week and stuff, but jumping on here, there's a lot to get into. Um, Starting, I guess we can kick it off with like the biggest, well, two of the biggest things. We got our Hell in a Cell match. Unfortunately, Cam, it is not Liv Morgan and
I
Rhea
told
Ripley.
you.
As
I
far as we
picked it.
know, I feel like they're gonna add some stipulation. I feel like, but
It's not gonna
I
be the
don't
same.
know. I feel
no,
like
it
they
won't. It
did it
won't.
by
It
now.
definitely won't hit.
They would have done it by now. Like,
Yeah, we got one more week. We'll see. We'll see. Well, 2
2 weeks.
weeks. Yeah, yeah. We got this Monday and then next Monday. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are gonna finish off their trilogy and Hell in a Cell. How we feeling about it, man? I'm excited. Promo or CM Punk's promo on Monday was fire. Definitely got me hyped. So I'm ready to see. I'm sure he'll get attacked by Drew again or vice versa. But yeah, what we thinking? What we thinking?
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Uh, that's all I can really say. It's cool. I get it. They're gonna be vicious. They're gonna beat the crap out of each other. Um, I mean, I'll stick with it. It should have been
Leah,
Rhea and Liv. Bro, it's been a long week. It's
It's all right, man. It's all right. You
sh
get no grief from us. We got you, man.
should have been Rhea and Liv. But it is what it is. It's cool. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be a banger of a match. It's just okay. Like we kind of. I think it's because I knew deep down it was gonna be Punk and McIntyre. That's why I'm just like kind of not disappointed, but more like, it is what it is. Like I expected it. I'm disappointed, but not surprised.
Yeah, I'm moderately surprised. I did think they would do Rhea and Liv, but at least in Hell in a Cell. But I don't know. We'll see.
yeah.
Punk and McIntyre is gonna be fire. It's rightfully they deserve it. Honestly, we can't deny it. They put in work this year. Even most of the time with one of them carrying the feud. We haven't seen both of them on the screen too often. So I think they've done a good job of building it up and hyping it up. And like I said, Punk's promo on Monday was amazing. So I'm definitely hyped to see it. I am disappointed but about Liv and Rhea, but what did we expect?
I mean, I
The
told y'all it wasn't gonna happen. I told y'all
You
they
you
were not
did
gonna
say
do
that.
two, and it seems to
You did
be,
say that,
just a
Tay.
reoccurring thing where I'm always right, and y'all are both always wrong.
no,
I'm
no,
just saying. I'm just saying the
no.
I'm
last the
I'm
last
right with
PLE, I
you.
got all of them right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you
And I
you
called
did
every
you did
single thing
sweep.
down to the T, and I was right. That's all I'm saying, bro.
your
Not
your
always
luck will
right.
run out
Nah, you
soon.
right.
We're gonna get something right one of these soon enough. Soon enough. Yeah, so we'll see. Bad Blood is shaping up. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be a good PLE, almost a pay-per-view
Mhm.
every single time.
The
Um,
the only thing I'm kind of nervous, well, and they could flip it because like Roman is one of those people that like he either wants to open the show or go last, and I feel like that Punk versus McIntyre is a main event like match. So are you putting Roman to open the show with that tag match that we'll get into that because I just find that it's redundant. But are we gonna put Roman on the opening on the opening match like his big return match and it's opening the show? Or are we gonna start off with Hell in a Cell and then kind of have the energy?
I think Roman should open it up. Um, I think that's the best route to go to because this Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud has been building up for months.
Yeah.
So I mean, and Cody and Roman have history, but it's huge that yeah, and we'll get into that in just a second. Yeah, they're teaming together. It's going to be very interesting. Um, but I do think since the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is kind of fresher, I think that they should main event just to establish how big it really is. All over. Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, that is
You
his
know,
hometown.
would have rectified that if it was insane. All this.
I knew you was gonna say that.
But then where would Randy
Not on the
be?
show.
Or would
I
Randy
don't think
be in
he'd
the
be on
main
the
event
show.
then? He would have to be.
I
So
don't think he's gonna be on there
If he
regardless.
has a
yeah,
match on the card, but he doesn't even
yeah,
have a match on the card
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. So I don't know, man. This perfect segue into one of the biggest stories from coming out of yesterday. Um, that promo, man, that was some good
That
stuff.
was so good.
Um, very very well done production. Um, I love that they did it in Georgia Tech Stadium in Roman's history, played for the team. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. So it was good to add that layer into it. So to add the realism and it, how do we feel about them teaming up? I'm kind of split.
A lot of people are mad about it. I'm cool with it. I kind of like see how people can be mad about it because it's like slightly too early. But like,
Hmm.
I don't. I'm not. I'm not like a hater like the rest of the IWC is because that's all they do is hate on everything that.
I thought he was gonna say
No,
like
no,
us.
no, no. If anybody is a hater out of the three of us, it's me. Uh,
Yeah.
if we being real, I'm the biggest hater here. But like,
New Day.
hey, come on.
Yeah, man, you no, stop it, Tay, stop it.
Oh, we can talk about that later too. Anyway,
Yeah, for sure.
but
We got to
yeah,
get
no,
into that.
I'm perfectly fine with it. Me and BJ were saying like before we came on here, like there's gotta be some sort of something that's gonna happen, swerve or
Yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, I'm fine with them teaming. So
I
yeah, I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna say
BJ.
I'm good with it as like I said, as long as there's something to it. There has to be some type of swerve or another layer added into it. But just them having a regular tag team, well, we know there's gonna be shenanigans, but there has to be something. Maybe KO comes in and costs them the match or something. I
That's
don't know.
honestly,
that's honestly like the only
I was gonna
route
say,
you
yeah,
could
that
go because then it leads up to Survivor Series in Canada, and there's a lot like people were saying Randy and Kevin could turn on Cody because they spent their entire the entire timeline of the Bloodline fighting him, and now Cody wants to
exactly.
team up with Roman, and it's like it makes sense, man. It's one of those things where you really couldn't boo Kevin or Randy if one of them turns on Cody because it makes sense. My thing is with the match, you can't realistically have any of these guys
mm-mm.
lose because you got Cody as the WWE champion. Like you don't want your WWE champ. He's already lost at Money in the Bank, so like you don't really want your WWE champion taking a lot of L's. Roman's back. Roman's still, protected at levels of being WWE champion. Solo, you're trying to build him as a big threat for Roman. So, and Jacob is a monster. You don't want to, tarnish a monster. So, like, a DQ finish, while disappointing, or a count-out finish, while disappointing, is the only real way you can go about it. And I think that's the real reason I'm not, like, looking forward to that match. Like, it's cool to see these two team up, but it's like the finish is going to be disappointing one way or
I
another.
think if somebody had to get pinned, it had to be Solo. If
Yeah.
anybody had to get pinned.
Yeah, I agree.
But then
Yeah.
you just lost the cage match. You just lost at SummerSlam, and it's just like, dang, Howard, and like he's supposed to be the tribal chief, but it's like, okay, at least build him up as a threat. Yeah, it's annoying every week. I'm the tribal chief, acknowledge me, but still build him up as a threat you're trying to make him.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what they end up doing. It's gonna be very interesting. I hope it turns out good so we can, have some things to look forward to in the near future. Or different. It's just so many different ways they can go about it. So, they teased KO turning a little bit. So like we said, I think that's the only thing that makes sense. If he's the one who does cost them the match.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our match for one of our matches for Bad Blood, one of the marquee matches, Cody and Roman teaming up. So that's gonna be nice. I think I'll enjoy it.
That either Hikuleu or Zilla shows up? Because Zilla's not in GCW anymore.
Hikuleu could,
Yeah,
because they would have to like deal with the whole contract stuff with GCW. Like, I know he's not under contract anymore, but there's a chance that GCW could sue for, contract breach or something. They could find something. Hikuleu, I mean, he's already technically signed to the company, so we could see him. But then again, that also leads to the fact of who would take the fall, who would take the pinfall. If so that's kind of the hard part of figuring it out, because you want to debut Hikuleu, but you also want it to be like not in a loss for the team he's representing, like with Tom, or like with Tongaloa. When he debuted, they didn't lose that match, so it's confusing. It's
WWE for you. They love booking themselves into these situations
too.
They love it. Can't get enough.
That actually reminds me about something else too. If they're gonna be adding all of these extra, cousins and stuff, do y'all think with now SmackDown at some point, I forgot when they said, going to 3 hours is gonna help that, or no? I say no, but
I don't think so.
No, not at all. We've seen what 3-hour shows do. Yeah,
I think they can.
A 3-hour show is not gonna help at all. It's SmackDown has already been on a down tick as of late. So
even with like new additions like the Lucha Bros and stuff, because I mean they signed, and Motor City Machine Gun, so I'm excited about that.
They'll be on NXT though.
I mean, even with that stuff, Motor City is going to NXT, and then Lucha Bros are either Raw or SmackDown. Like, they're going to main roster. So I mean, at least, hey, we can get a refreshing tag division.
Well, we've been asking for it, so I mean, they're giving us what we've been asking for. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see though. It's gonna be interesting. I will say I do like USA's production of the show so far, handling of SmackDown. I think they've done a great job. But we'll see what happens going forward. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. One thing that that I'm really enjoying, and Cameron, I know you may not agree, I enjoy the Andrade and Melo feud.
Yeah, no, that's fire.
I think it's been fire.
Hey, Melo's talking real stuff. He's washed.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You're washed. That was a bar.
fire.
That
Hey,
was.
Cameron, I know you were beaming, man, whenever you heard
I
that.
had never liked a sweet so fast in my life. I said, yeah. I said, yeah.
Oh,
Facts.
man. Man, but that LA Knight and Andrade match, that was a good match. That was
Great
pretty
match.
fire. I like,
That's
man,
cool.
Andrade's good,
Yeah.
man. Andrade is good.
I will disagree with you. I respect
That's
your opinion.
fair.
I just
That's fair.
disagree. He's stiff in the ring to me.
So are a lot of other wrestlers.
I know, but like
Yeah, a
him,
lot.
they just.
Nah,
I don't know what it is with
you just
him.
holding a grudge because he injured Drew. That's all it is.
That's what it is.
That was what 7
But
years ago.
he's got one of the
Hey, bro. Bro.
he's got one of the
Look-
best feuds on
look.
SmackDown right now.
Look,
so.
Bret Hart can hate Goldberg for 20-something years.
No, it's Bill Goldberg.
Oh my
Bill.
God, Bill Goldberg.
No, bro, hold on. That just reminded me, bro. When Gunther trolled Bret Hart last week, I died.
Gunther is so good, man, and it's just his serious demeanor with it. Like he's he's an
I
ultimate
died
troll.
laughing, bro.
Yeah, so we'll I'm assuming next week they'll have their match 6, and then I'm sure Mello will win, and I'm sure they'll do the final match at Bad Blood.
They gotta
So-
make it worth something though. Oh, it's not gonna be on
US
Bad Blood, bro. You
You
know,
don't think so?
we don't get feud enders on
regular
pay-per-view
feuds
anymore. Look at Jay and Braun. That should have been on Bad Blood, but that's on an episode of Raw.
True.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. They should do it at Bad Blood and have
Game
winner
7, bro.
get LA Knight next.
Game
Yeah,
7.
Mhm.
but I'm sure they'll do the winner gets LA Knight. But you're probably right. They'll probably just do it on the following episode of SmackDown.
Mhm. Maybe
which is
maybe
is
Crown Jewel
unfortunate.
will get it, but
It's a long ways away.
ew.
ew.
That's not
Ew.
until early
No.
November. That's a while away.
No, they can't. Yeah, they can't drag it out that long.
They will.
They gotta.
They will.
Yes, and then your favorite women's champion Nia Jax is in a bit of a pickle as well.
I don't have a problem with Nia.
I know.
Her
I'm just being
booking,
so-
her booking is they put themselves in a corner with it. I said it. We could roll the tape back. I said that I got respect for Nia, especially how she's improved. It's just her booking does not make sense. It wouldn't make sense with the end game. That's
I missed
just
the
me.
end of that match. How did it end?
It was a double pin.
Oh.
Naomi and Bailey pinned her at the same
What?
time, so it's gonna
That's
be a
so
triple
dumb. That's
threat.
so dumb.
I mean, they.
Actually,
Yeah,
hold
so,
on.
yeah, I didn't
thought
like
it
that-
was Bailey and Naomi 1-on-1, and then whoever wins that faces her.
No, it turned into a tag match. So it was her and Bailey and Naomi versus
Yeah,
Tiffany and
yeah.
Nia. And if Tiffany or Nia pinned one of them, whoever got pinned had to
Right,
leave
yeah.
SmackDown. Yeah. So, and then the winner of whoever pinned Nia or Tiffany, they got a title opportunity. So,
I thought I saw something like a
Well,
backstage segment with them two and Nick Aldis.
I might have
Okay.
missed something. Yeah, I might have missed it. You're
Okay.
probably right.
But it'll end up being a triple threat.
I was
Tiffany's
gonna say
cause-
they'll probably do
cause a
that.
DQ, and then
No.
Mm-hmm.
And Naomi's gonna take the fall.
As
yeah,
usual.
probably.
Yeah. It is so unfortunate. Shall we talk some? Well, there is some more big news. We got Saturday Night Main Event coming back. That's exciting.
None of us can go.
Yeah.
At least we got 2 thumbs up, Cam.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I watched the one from WrestleMania 22, where they were hyping up, WrestleMania up, and that was my first exposure to it. And then it all went downhill from there, but it's cool. I mean, it's gonna basically be a special. Like nothing's really gonna matter. Nothing big's gonna change. It's
Right.
just more that nostalgia feeling.
Is it even gonna be live?
Yeah.
Like, will it be be able to
Um,
watch?
I
Good question.
think
That would
I
suck
think
if they.
so.
Yeah, that'd be
It
dumb.
might be like Smackdown.
Oh no.
I forgot about
Yeah.
Smackdown until
It
this
Or is it?
moment.
yeah,
Okay.
it's live. It's live. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
and it's
NBC,
oh,
right?
okay, okay.
Yeah, or yeah, it's gonna be on NBC, so or Peacock, so definitely check that out. That'll be interesting to see
I
what
know
they do with
Roman
that.
is
So,
advertised for it. I think Seth is too.
yep, yep, Seth is on the poster too. So, man, when do we think Seth is coming back?
Definitely before that.
Probably Crown Jewel.
Right before that?
Like before Crown Jewel. Like October.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Yeah.
then Crown Jewel, he has a match against him.
Think he'll do Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel?
They probably will.
Probably.
We'll find
I
out
see
then.
it. Because, I mean, it's probably not going to be, sorry, Survivor Series, because they'll focus on the women's war games, which
I
I
don't.
don't, at this point, I don't even know what that could be. Because there's not like a big women's feud
Watch it
going
be
on
damage control
on
again.
either. I would
Wouldn't that be a
cry.
30 in a row?
They're going to put Jade Cargill in it. It would be. They're going to put Jade
Uh,
Cargill in it just so Jade.
I'd be cool with the damage control being in it if Asuka comes back. If that's Asuka's return.
I would honestly rather have a Nia Jax one.
Then Jade Cargill
And I
or
can't believe I just said those words. I mean, like have Nia Jax, Tiffany. Um, I know it'd probably be Bailey, Naomi, Michin. You
all on the
know,
same team?
it probably
Oh, I'm finna
no.
say.
So it'd be like
I was
no,
like,
no. They wouldn't do a SmackDown versus Raw one. But it'd be like Bailey, Michin, and Naomi, and I don't know, two other faces. I don't even know who the faces on SmackDown are. Against Nia, Tiffany, either Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, or Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Actually, you could just probably have it a four
you
on
could four
four,
four.
Yeah.
and then have them go at it, and then the men's. I threw my idea of Bloodline 2.0 versus like it was originally Roman, Cody, and DIY, but if we add Hikuleu, I could see it being Roman, DIY, and the Street Profits, which is a very weird team, but it could happen. We've seen
That
weirder
would not hit
teams.
the same.
It wouldn't.
No.
War Games doesn't really hit the same, honestly. It doesn't. Like last year's was cool because it was Randy coming back, but it's just like I miss that whole elimination tag feeling.
Traditional Survivor
Yeah,
Series.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I wish the War Games would have been a one-off thing from the original, from the
yeah.
first one. But and honestly, I wish they would have just kept it in NXT. It'd been a one-off for the main roster, and then go back to just being an NXT staple.
Right.
But we'll see. Yeah, I do miss the traditional Survivor Series. Man, Survivor Series used to be something that we could legitimately get excited for. Raw versus SmackDown.
Yes.
Um,
That's when I
and
first started watching 05
mhm,
Raw versus
yeah,
SmackDown, and it was
yeah,
like, this is cool. I
and
liked
it
it.
felt, it felt like we were divided. Like you either roll with SmackDown or you roll with Raw. Like
Right.
so, I wish they would bring that feel back.
I honestly wish they could
Um,
even do the 3 brand tag.
Yes.
yeah,
Because
see
that
That
that.
one
build up
was
was so
fire.
good.
Oh man, I'm so mad that one definitely they should have kept that as the running theme of
Yeah.
the show. That all 3 brands, especially if you're trying to make NXT a legit
Mhm.
third brand.
Right. Trick
Yeah,
Williams, Ethan Page. You gotta throw Wesley, like a team NXT versus Team SmackDown versus Team Raw. Like, yeah, NXT's not gonna win it, but like they could still go the distance, and like Keith Lee did.
yeah, exactly. and then the build up to it, man,
It
with
was
NXT
so good.
invading the shows, and they're actually having matches. We had Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole, Miz and Tommaso, I think
Adam
it
Cole
was.
faced Seth
So
Rollins on Raw.
just that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they were able to have those matches that we didn't get to see before.
And I
In the
think that was
build up.
because of
It
like
was travel issues.
because they were having plane issues with
Yeah, they
travel issues.
they had to pivot. Yeah. So that's crazy. We got some of the best Survivor Series build up and stuff on
Yeah.
accident,
Yeah.
and they just didn't
Yeah.
capitalize on it. So yeah, shame on WWE. You guys had a gold mine there, but
It did. Like
for whatever reason.
my favorite Survivor Series matches are when it's like brand versus brand, or like the Invasion versus WWE. Like I love that one. SmackDown versus Raw from '05. I love that one. It's just one, and there's a reason behind it. And if you give it a reason, like for them winning, and we may have talked about this. I know I talked about this with, maybe it was you, BJ, where, if you do it like that, you could give like the winning team spots 30 through 26 in the Rumble, and then the losing team 1 through 5. So that way,
I
like,
like
okay, like
that.
we care.
There's a
And
reason behind all of this.
there's a reasoning
Yeah.
behind it, instead of just, oh yeah, they just don't like each other from this one time during the year. We're just making this up. Like, give it some weight to it. I think Xavier Woods even said that, like
He did.
yeah, okay. So I talked about it. I was like, yo, that's actually
That's a really good
great
idea. That would definitely add legitimacy to it, and something to look forward to. Similar to how they did with the King and Queen of the Ring this year. Winner gets the championship opportunity at SummerSlam. So
right, and like
yeah.
you could even have like whoever gets the final pin, like work it out where if it's like the last two people standing, like say it's a Raw guy and a SmackDown guy, the last two people, like if the Raw guy gets the pin, he's number 30 in the Rumble, and the guy who got pinned last is number 1.
Oh,
So
that's fire. That's fire.
so then it's like rarely like sudden death.
Yeah. And the crowd would definitely buy into that for sure. Yeah. Yeah. The WWE, you need to hire
us.
You just give us, some freelance writing jobs. We'll bring the product to new
Right.
levels.
Right.
'Cause that's an awesome idea. Unfortunately, they won't do anything like that.
They won't.
They won't. They don't like doing things that make sense most of the time. So, this is what we've all learned. Yeah, it's we're gonna get Gunter versus Sammy. I don't think we're gonna get it at Bad Blood though.
It's too soon.
No.
Well, not too soon. It's just more like, nah. It's
Kind of
not.
a throwaway feud.
Yeah, it's more like a glorified house show kind of match. Not like in general, but I'm just saying like the way the feud's built, because we know Gunther's going to win to avenge that loss from Sammy.
Sadly.
He just does not like Gunther. He just does not like Gunther.
I just don't think he needs a title right now. He's already good enough.
I agree. I didn't think they should have put it on him
It
that
was too quick,
fast.
in my opinion.
But
Yeah.
the King of the Ring, they kind of booked themselves into a corner once again. They had to.
It's almost similar to Brock Lesnar though, his rise. And in fact, Gunther's been on the roster longer than Brock was when he first won. And like people were cool with that, or so that's my kind of thing. If you're a Brock Lesnar fan, I don't think any of us are, but
Not anymore.
Yeah, true.
no. but I think it's just more, it's following similar to Brock Lesnar, but in a way better, because it shows Gunther can be vulnerable.
Yeah. A couple of more things, takeaways from Raw. Brian Breaker and Jey Uso, they had a fire moment on Raw. I'm hyped for that match for sure. It's gonna be pretty good. Do we think? Well, we'll have. Well, they're doing it on Raw,
Yeah,
right?
next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So we can talk about it since it's not
Yeah.
on Bad Blood.
Yeah.
What do we think? Do we think Jay's finally gonna get it? It was a. It's a real it's a real question. It may seem rhetorical. I know the answer, but just
It it
for
would not
funsies,
shock
man.
me if Jay got the win. I wouldn't be
Right?
caught off
Yeah,
guard
I wouldn't be shocked either.
It wouldn't.
because they
It
gotta
wouldn't.
stop
It
putting him in
wouldn't
these
shock
matches.
me, but I'm not thinking it's gonna happen.
Well,
And like it's gonna be Braun because it's too soon for Braun to win. I mean, too soon for Braun to lose the IC title.
I somewhat
They
disagree.
they saved it for SummerSlam. They wanted to make it a big moment. They're not just gonna give up on him within, a month.
Do we? Well, I don't. I really wouldn't even call it them giving up on him because he's been built up to be strong. I don't think him. I guess it depends on how he or what it looks like. If it takes a lot for him to lose, I don't think it'll hurt him. But
Right.
if it's just a spear from Jay and then a splash and then a random 1, 2, 3, like it has to be a war.
I wouldn't put it past them to do that. Look what they did to Ilya.
Where is Ilya? Is
About
he?
to get jumped by the Judgment Day.
True.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, the thing, he talked him down. He said, "Yeah, I got respect for Damian and Rhea, but unlike any of y'all, there were 5 of y'all. Y'all could have jumped this man right,
Easily,
but you let him walk away."
easily.
Yeah, so we'll see. I definitely would not be shocked if Jay wins. In fact, I would like to see them finally give, which is why I think they're gonna give it to him because he can't lose
Yeah.
again. He can't lose another
There's no
title
way
match,
He can't.
especially after winning a tournament to get the match. I don't see it. He's lost too many title matches already.
Jay literally said he's not even interested in going
Gets
back.
out of the way for the Bloodline
But he's
feud.
not interested in going back to that. That's what.
But I was gonna say he said
he's-
he's done with it.
He's gonna be. They're gonna pull him back in. It's family. You know they're gonna pull him back in. You know they are.
See,
Jimmy is gonna be pulled back in. They might bring Rikishi out of retirement to pull
I
him
got beef
in.
with Rikishi. Nah, bump all
Wait,
that.
Yeah, he's been
Who
tripping.
don't you have beef
Nah,
with?
bro. No, listen.
No,
Rikishi was
I know,
bugging on Twitter,
know.
bro.
Yeah, Rikishi has been tripping.
I know.
I saw some of his
Bro was
tweets.
like, pray
Yeah,
for my son
He said-
Jimmy. He was fine the whole time. What are you talking about?
I saw that. And I was like, what? Like, what are we?
What are you talking
What is going
about?
on? I was. Yeah, he's
like,
been tripping.
WWE
So
ain't booking my son Jay right. What are you talking about? Threatening his marriage. What? Dude, shut up. Oh my God. Look.
They also made you look like, you unalived a man on TV, but we know you didn't. Also, that's one of my biggest gripes with Rikishi's career, that it was him that ran down Stone Cold, within storyline.
Yeah.
Because it just
With the Rock.
doesn't, it didn't make sense. And I watched a video where it was like, you know who the best person would have been? Kurt Angle. Because that way it's building him up as somebody dangerous, and it's like showing him as the young new guy making a name for himself. It should have been Kurt, but it was Rikishi.
And he did it for the Rock.
He did it for the Rock. I mean, it did give us that cool Hell in a Cell moment, but that's about all that came about it. Like,
Yeah. Oh, let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, we got to talk about New Day situation. It's really happening. It's really gonna happen. Or maybe this is setting up a Big E return.
I hope so, because one, I miss Big
in the
E's
gym.
energy. I miss
Maybe
Big E's
it's a
energy.
Big E I do too. Maybe Big E comes and mends the tension between Xavier and Kofi. I'm gonna hope for that, but it's not looking so good right now.
But like, is Xavier
No.
wrong though? Nope.
No, he's
No,
not
he's
wrong.
not. He's very much so justified. Um, which makes it tough because I would be mad at Kofi as well if he was doing some of all the stuff that he was doing to me. So, um, I, I just don't want to see it, man. I don't want it to happen.
I don't. I may unfollow Xavier for a bit because it's not his fault. Like, but just like, bro, come on now.
You could have fought for this, Xavier.
It's just weird whenever you break up a tag team and like one guy's known as the single, like the tag guy, or like it's like the Hardys. Like for example, the Hardys. I always bring the Hardys because like they did it, but it was like they slowly like did give them like singles gold each. You know, with the hardcore title, Jeff with the IC title and European title. You know, the European title. They like slowly did that. But like you get like a team like the Usos or the New Day, where like you break. Well, the New Day's been always been different because there's always been splinter versions of it. Like when Big E was on different shows than the other two, and then Kofi won the WWE title, and then but for 10 years, it's like breaking out the Dudley Boys. It's
Yeah,
like when
that's
they
what
tried
I'm
to break.
saying. This is too long of a tenure for them. If they
Yeah.
were gonna break up, it should have been 5 years ago.
Yes.
But I don't know. And what does that mean for Xavier? Is he joining up with Carrion and all them Final Testament,
I
or
think
is
Karrion's
he?
moving on to Miz.
Oh
So I
yeah,
think
that's
that's
right. He
over.
does have a little thing with the Miz. So I don't know. I'm excited, or I would love to see Xavier go on a singles run. He's dope. He's great in the ring, great on the mic. But not they can still be the New Day and
Yeah,
go
that's what
be
I was
singles
exactly gonna say.
superstars.
That. Like he doesn't have to like attack him, but they can just be like, you
Yeah,
know what, it ain't working right now. Let's just do our own stuff for now. We'll come back later, kind of thing.
yeah. I'm hoping that that's the solution, or setting up a Big E return. But we'll see. We'll see. No. Well, at least we got a tag title defense
Yeah,
finally.
after 76 days or
I
something
was
like
like
that,
kind of hopeful.
Yeah,
I was so hopeful.
that the
I
New
was
Day
like,
would
you know
win.
what? Hey, maybe
I did
at
think
first,
that.
like Damian Priest, cost them the
Hmm.
match, and then they said, yeah, we don't want you staying, we don't want you guys out there. And I was like, why? That means that the Judgment Day is gonna win. And also, they got off too much offense at the beginning. I was like, yeah, they're definitely not.
Yep.
It's definitely not winning.
Match too, because like, when has the ref ever gone out to the ring to settle whatever was happening on the outside? They never do that. Usually stay in the
They
ring and they're
don't.
just like pointing.
Oh,
Like,
they're like,
Yeah,
oh, that's crazy.
exactly.
Anyway,
Let me just ignore
God,
my job and go check on
right.
what's
like
going on out here.
Let me check on the illegal partner right now. Hey,
oh,
come on. He was trying to drag Kofi off too.
yeah, like what are you doing? Oh,
Oh man, yeah. And then of course you've got the Judgment Day chaos. And we'll culminate whatever is going on. Do we think it's gonna be over between Finn and Damien
nah,
at
they'll
Bad
keep
Blood?
going. But I think
No.
Liv and Rhea might be done for a bit because this will technically be
Yeah.
their third match against each
Yeah.
other. So,
Yeah.
and it's technically 1-1 if you look at it.
Should have been Hell in a Cell.
There you go.
Would have made it more
You should
definitive.
have just listened to me, and because I said it wasn't going to be.
We did set ourselves up for
We?
disappointment, but
That's what WWE does
well,
to
me
me.
and Cameron did.
Y'all.
That's what WWE does to me. It disappoints me, but I can't stop watching.
True.
No. We can send out some mean tweets that can help us feel better, maybe.
We'll probably get blocked.
Okay, right back.
Yeah, WWE superstars that love blocking trolls.
They do.
They really do.
They do. Speaking of wrestling, I know this is like not WWE related, but I always find it funny that somebody that follows me on Twitter is former Ring of Honor wrestler Taylor Hendricks. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what I tweeted, but she just randomly started she followed me. It's been years, and I still to this day do not understand how. I don't even tweet that much.
Maybe she liked to tweet you a
I
past
just
tweet or something.
don't even remember what it was.
I don't know.
Maybe you were hyping her up or something, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta follow this guy. He
No,
he
I
he
don't
knows
even
what
think
he's
I liked
talking
any of
about."
her tweets. It just said Taylor Hendricks started following you, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh, alrighty then.
I
No,
didn't even say 5 words to you. Hi, I'm SpongeBob. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that's one thing that always gets him like,
that's very
um,
that's a random occurrence there.
oh,
We got Braun Strowman and Big Bronson Reed
So
destroying each other
good.
again.
oh yeah.
That it
Big
is,
meaty men.
man. Yeah,
Big meaty men.
seriously. That's what that's what I need to see out of the big guys. Like just destroy each other. Like throw all the technical. We don't need to see you doing anything super fancy. Just flip
Big
golf
meaty men
carts
slap
and knock.
meat.
Yeah, like throw each other in the. But that's the epitome of what that feud is. Um, and then they blew through that wall. I kind of thought whenever they went through that wall, I thought like something was gonna fall on them for whatever reason, but to add more to it, but no, it didn't happen. But no, this is chaos. Does this end at? Do they have a match at Bad Blood? Did they schedule them or get them on the
BJ, if
card?
you have to ask if they have a match of
They
bad
probably
blood, you know they don't.
They don't. Yeah. I be in and out like whenever I catch parts of the segments and then I like walk off and then if they schedule a match I may miss it. So
9 times out of 10, if it's a feud ender, it's probably gonna be on Raw
yeah, man,
or SmackDown.
we definitely don't get just regular feuds on PLEs
Yeah.
anymore, and that sucks because they could have more than a 5-match card,
Oh yeah, for
but
sure.
they just choose to have 5 matches over a 3.5 hour
Well,
span.
Bad Blood's at 6 right now, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Probably
I think
a
you're
Hell in a Cell match
I think you're right. I think you were right.
because Hell in a Cell probably pad that time.
Mhm.
But they have so many good like just regular feuds that would be perfect for Bad Blood, like Andrade and Mello finishing their 7-match series. Braun and Bronson.
Jay and Braun could have easily been.
Yep, that could have easily been there
But there's
too.
not
So
enough bad blood between them.
But still, I mean,
their feud is pretty
Yeah.
fresh.
yeah, but it's still he did cut deep down. I mean, they've been having those interactions over the last couple weeks. Especially like my family and your family know each other really well, and I could beat I've beaten your family before and blah blah blah. So
I mean,
there's that
they
history.
hyped it up. Yeah, they hyped it up and added those layers into that made it seem like they teased that it could be a Bad Blood match, but we don't get too many of those undercard feuds. But
Nope.
I don't know.
Oh, I lied. It's just 5.
We'll do
Never mind.
Bad Blood predictions next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So we'll
So I
see
guess-
then. Hopefully they round out the card this week or this next slew of shows. So
Barring injuries, this is the card. Like we might get the women's title match from SmackDown, but that's about it.
I just don't like these low count match cards. Like,
Triple H has
I
always done
understand
that.
quality over quantity.
but it's just so hard to. Well, I guess because of ads now on
Yeah.
Peacock, the time is a little skewed there or limited. But man, I would like to see some regular feuds like on PLEs to make them feel bigger.
Yeah.
But you gotta save the best for your big shows. So,
Yeah.
man, uh,
Why does it seem like wrestling is a bummer this week?
it hasn't been amazing.
Yeah. It
It's
just
kind of
feels
just
a bummer.
it's kind of just yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of just there right now, honestly. They like we said, they like Triple H likes saving all of his good stuff for big shows, so they're just coasting right now,
I meant to
unfortunately.
ask this. What do
Yeah.
y'all think of SmackDown's new theme?
Is that the Meg the
Yeah.
Stallion?
It's
Yeah.
It's all right, I
I
guess.
haven't really listened to it. I mean, to me, it's better than I will always say this. I hated when that Green Day song was the SmackDown theme song. And to me,
You didn't like
I,
that?
I don't want to sing it because
Oh,
I
I
didn't.
rocked with that.
I don't like that song.
And
I
like the
did
Raw
not.
theme
That
in like
and
2017
Beautiful People.
or whatever year that was. Or am I I'm
What
thinking of,
wrong thing is that Want to Be
no, I'm
Loved?
thinking of it. I guess I'm thinking of a different Enemy song that Raw had in like 2017 or something like that.
I don't even remember.
2017.
I'll look up Raw songs. But yeah,
I can't even think
it's
of it.
better than that to me. Or this there's it's not the worst. It's not my least favorite. I'll say that.
A lot of people like the Black and Blue SmackDown. I think it's called Black and Blue or something like that. It was like the 2015 SmackDown theme. A lot of people like that. I don't. I actually think it's terrible.
I'm trying to think of what the 2015. That might have been like during the time I wasn't watching as heavy. Can't even think of it.
What
I
I'm
don't
talking
even-
about.
Honestly, the only ones I remember are Across the Nation, Want to Be Loved, and then the one from I always said it, and it feels like bacon, but it's not. But that's what it sounds like they're saying. I don't remember. I don't. It's like from like 2020 to like 2022 or something. I don't. Yeah. But Burn It to the Ground, I didn't
Oh, I
like.
know which one you're talking
Man.
about. You didn't like Burn It to the
Oh,
Ground? What?
Oh, it's called Greatness.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, that one was.
I didn't
that
like.
one was trash.
I don't. Yeah, Greatness
That-
is the
yeah.
one. But yeah, I didn't like Burn It to the Ground.
Top
It
five.
got
for
it
me.
got annoying after a while.
Can't relate.
And for Smackdown, to me it will always be that one that like was like Ruthless Aggression, and I
Rise Up or
won't be
something.
denied. That one.
Rise Up. I've heard something like that.
Some, yeah, Rise Up. Yeah, that's always gonna be my go-to theme song when I think of SmackDown.
That's valid.
Mm-hmm.
Is it time for Whose Mans Is This?
I believe so. That's what I was
Mans
doing.
is
You
this?
got me. Whose man's is this?
What man's is
Now I'm just trying to find the picture that has all of the U.S. Championship forms or versions.
Okay, so we're going to U.S. Championship.
We're gonna do U.S.
We did WWE
Championship.
Championship last time,
today.
right?
I feel like Spinner Belt we should only count for Cena because he's the only one that really wore it.
Or Orlando Jordan. He had
Okay,
it for
once again. Once again. I don't
He
think
had
you
it
understood me. It's only Cena's.
There's two people with that
He
held that
held
belt.
it for a week, threw
For
it in the
literally
trash
a week.
can, and blew it up. No, it's John Cena. It even says on the spinner belt, John.
It does say, and even in the stores, like if you get it from like WWE shop or in the stores or
Yeah.
anywhere, it says John Cena on it. So, yep, I'll give you that one.
This man said
Lineage.
Orlando Jordan. Oh. Who even remembers that Orlando Jordan was U.S. champion besides us?
I forgot it first until y'all said it. Like when y'all first mentioned it weeks ago, I forgot.
Yeah, Orlando Jordan is definitely a forgettable individual.
He had a good
I
year with JBL, and then went on that losing streak, and then went to TNA, scared the crap out of me in TNA.
Yeah, that's those are some dark times for Orlando Jordan.
Start times for TNA.
And I kind of never looked at caution tape the same again after that. I cringed when I looked at caution tape. Still to this
Funny.
day. Oh God.
I was like, wait a minute,
No.
what? I was like, is this the same Orlando Jordan from WWE?
Right? I'm like, this can't be the same person.
This gotta be John Cena. What?
That's crazy.
Oh,
Why can I not just find the pictures of all the versions? They're not giving me that. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
it is.
All
All
right.
you got it.
right. I found one just in case.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, let me try.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's
I'll
go
try.
ahead and.
Let me see. How do I share screen? I feel like one of them old people. How you screen? How you share your screen now? Crud. I don't know how to. Dang it. I feel stupid.
There should
Help.
there should
No,
be
don't feel
a share
stupid.
button.
Oh,
Yeah,
share.
yeah, yeah.
There we go. Share screen.
And I guess we don't have to do.
Can you guys see it? Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Let
Yep.
me click on. Why is my screen acting up now? Bro, what?
Technology.
You've got to be kidding me. Okay, sorry. My screen was acting up.
I don't know.
Can you guys
It's
hear me?
showing. Yeah, I can hear you, and we can see.
Okay,
We
my
can see what
screen
you're
just, like,
sharing.
My screen just blacked out.
Oh,
Like, I couldn't hear you guys at all.
Oh, can you hear us now?
Now I can. I just put my headphones in.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think I maybe tried. Now I can't hear you guys. Great. All right. We're just gonna go headphoneless for the rest of the episode.
I can hear you. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear you. You sound it sounds good.
My computer just like shorted out, like I said. Like it's weird.
It's all
Okay,
good,
let
bro.
me full screen
All
this.
good. Oh man. Yeah, we're going. I don't think we need to go back to because I don't even.
only know the two,
Whoa.
bro.
I was. I was gonna say I can maybe do the 95 to 2001. That's probably about where. No, I don't even. Well, because that's the WCW version.
I
That's
I got another one pulled
95.
up. Let me that we can get like a closer look. Let me stop that for a second. See that and that. All right, share. That better?
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. All right, so we're not that big of wrestling historians because I've never seen from 75. I think I've seen 91 to 95. I think I've seen that one, but from 75 to 91, I have no clue.
82 to 86 is what gets me. Because 75 to 82, I've seen Ric Flair.
Okay.
And then
All right.
86 to 91, Lex Luger. But then after that,
It gets a little spooky.
yeah, until 95. Well, yeah, 91, 95 on, I'm good. Maybe.
Wait a second. That 2000. I don't even remember seeing that one
That's just
from
Lance
Lance
Storm.
Storm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say I don't even remember seeing him with
I
that.
don't either.
So
Yeah, he renamed every title he had to Canadian versions.
Hmm.
So like the cruiserweight title was 100 kilos or less, and then the hardcore title was the Saskatchewan Hardcore International title, or yeah,
Oh, Lance Storm was so funny, man. If you'll let me be serious for it for a moment.
his run down to the ring, like especially during the Alliance, it makes me laugh because it's almost like an Ed and Eddie run where it's like
He always just looked like an action figure to me. Like, just yeah, he just is built like an action figure.
And then they tried to give him that ladies' man gimmick
Oh, yeah, that
where he's just dancing, and I'm just like, I
no,
love this.
Lance. No.
I shouldn't, but I love this.
All right, so we we'll go through this one. We'll just start with 2003 to 2020, because I think that's the one that I feel like we can all
I think,
resonate with
I
the
mean, if we
most.
watch the invasion, we can include that
was
in. I
we?
mean, mine for 95 to 01 is Booker T. Like, I think of Booker holding that version of it the most.
I think didn't Stone Cold hold that at some point?
I think he held 91 to 95.
Okay,
It's almost the
okay.
same thing, but
I was
like,
gonna
I
say
think,
they're almost okay. Yeah, that makes sense. 91 to 95 for Stone Cold. I know 95 to 2001 was like WCW, so I'm trying to. Did Bret Hart hold that?
yep, he did.
Okay, I'm going Bret Hart because that's the first person that I thought of.
I got nothing for you.
That's fair because if you would have said no to Bret Hart, then I would have been like, I probably would have just went to Goldberg as my
Okay, yeah,
next
okay.
one.
Scott Hall also comes to mind for me with that one.
Okay. Yeah, but that just when I see that I think of WCW. So yeah, and we got the Lance Storm story. 2003 to 2020. This is whenever it gets good. Orlando. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Say, don't
Totally
say
kidding.
that. Don't say that.
Totally kidding. Not at all.
Do not
Oh,
say that, man.
I'll let y'all go first because I got to think about this.
I mean, it's Cena for me,
Um,
just because I think Open Challenge 2015 Cena. So
Okay, Cena. I was thinking Cena. I was also thinking, weirdly enough, The Miz,
that's valid.
because like that was when he held that title and then the two tag titles, and it always irked me how the belts were arranged, because like he would wear a tag title on his waist and then like the U.S. and the other one on his arm, and I'm like, just put the singles title on the waist and then the
Hold
tag
the
title.
tag titles. Yeah.
Him, Sheamus, or Eddie Guerrero, I think of when I think of.
Those are good. Those are good. All right, I got mine now. Well, yeah, I got mine. I'm gonna go MVP for that one. Because that's the only singles title he held, if I'm
Yep.
not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, and he held it multiple times. So, yeah, that's who I think of. That's the first person that comes to mind.
Now, let's flip it. Who is, because it has so much history, who's the person you forgot won that belt?
Randy Orton is
Randy.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah,
And he won it at Mania, too. That's the funny
yeah,
part.
Did
he did win it at Mania. Did he
He-
win it
yep.
from Randy?
the
He
Fatal
won it in a
Four-Way.
fatal four-way match.
Yeah.
Randy was the champion going into it.
I forgot about that.
Well, another person that I forget about that's wait, was no, that was the IC championship.
Yeah, I was thinking about a guy that I thought had it, but I don't think he did. I think he had IC too. Probably thought of the same guy.
Dang, that's a good question because it's like you want to you try and remember the forgotten person.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy's up there.
Oh yeah,
And who else? There's one more guy. I was like, oh yeah, Bret Hart held that version.
Oh yeah, in 2010.
oh
in
he
2010.
did, he did. You're right. Oh, that was bad.
terrible. That entire storyline was trash.
Yeah, that was trash. I'm trying to think who's another person. There's
Rollins.
actually Seth Rollins did hold that one. Yeah, he beat
I don't
Cena
forget
for
about
it.
that though.
Mhm.
I guess it could have been overshadowed because he was the WWE champion at the
Yeah.
same time. I can see how that one can be forgotten. Yeah, this one has some good history, so it's actually interesting to go back and think about who held it. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else right
Yeah, I
now.
can't either.
You know me, I'll just randomly say it, random person be like, oh yeah, they held that.
I'm interested to hear who else you got, Cameron.
Okay. Thank you for putting me on the
No,
spot.
bro, you said you know
Um,
everything. Whatever.
No, it's all good. Who else has held that version
we
of the belt?
we had a game set up for you.
Not forgettable, but and Santino's kind of like an unspoken like U.S. champion. Like
Oh yeah, that is a good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Santino. Trying to think who else. There's a lot of people that
This title has weird lineage.
it does.
A lot of people have held that belt,
This one isn't.
which makes it tough.
It's not forgettable, but like it looked weird on him. Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't like how it looked.
And
on
who didn't Ray beat
beat
him
him.
for that too?
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Ricochet is a
one.
forgettable. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dean Ambrose is one. And it's funny enough because
He
at
was
the
the
time he was
longest
the
reigning,
longest
yep.
reigning.
Mhm.
Did Logan break that record or no?
No, I don't think
Okay.
Logan broke it because Dean held it for almost a
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think he was like a week away or like 2 weeks away from like a year. Me and BJ were there when he won it.
Yep, we were.
Oh, Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for that one.
Carlito as another.
Oh, that is a really good one because he
'cause-
won it in his debut
Oh, yeah.
and then stabbed Cena at the club.
Finley and Mr. Kennedy.
Well, yeah, Mr. Kennedy did hold that.
It was the only title he held in WWE.
Yeah, sure was. Was he Mr. Money in the Bank and
No,
U.S. champ?
he won the U.S. title,
That was
and
Miz.
then
I'm
right
thinking
before his
of.
feud with Taker, and then Taker was like, "Yeah, I don't really need the U.S. title," so so he lost it, like after
Okay.
that, and then he won Money in the Bank, and then
And then lost that.
because I remember the finish of that match. I thought because it was like Lashley was pinning Finley, and then Kennedy came in and did a roll up, and it was so weird how it looked weird. It looked like he was like Bobby Lashley was about to just roll back over on his stomach. That's how like the angle was. I was like, that's weird. I'm not a fan of that. I don't even think Kennedy defended the title.
I don't think he did.
No, I can't think of any defenses. None come to mind. But yeah, that's a good one. And it's weird because there was a period where that one was like the forgotten championship in WWE, that belt specifically.
Yeah.
Until it was I don't know from when, but it didn't like gain legitimacy again until Cena held it. That second time with the open challenge run. So
Del Rio and Kalisto. I just remember those.
I remember. Yeah. I remember that.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Very strange lineage. Very strange and random. A lot of random superstars have held that championship.
There's so many Jack Swagger, Zack Ryder. There's just
There is a lot of
because when
lot
Ryder
of-
won it, that Rough Rider he gave to Ziggler is just one of the best sells ever.
Speaking of Jack Swagger, I not a fan of him, but his original theme song, that was fire. His
On Your
original
Knees is
theme
fire.
song was fire. Yeah, it is.
Unpopular opinion, I like the We the People version better.
No, I'm not rocking with that.
I like that one.
Nah, I'm not rocking with that.
Yeah, I did. To me, it's better. I don't know what it was.
It has no words in it.
It just sounded
That's
better to
crazy.
me. I don't know why.
I don't know. Is it bad that I kind of liked his We the People run kind of
No,
with Zeb Coulter? I actually enjoyed that version of him. Well, I think Zeb Coulter really helped, gave him his mouthpiece, and, he just went out there and wrestled. I think that's probably why I liked it that much.
But then he got in trouble and ruined it.
Yeah, he was a little too good at at what he did.
Yeah.
So so I guess we can. Well, we don't have any lineage really with the 04 to 05. R.I.P. to that one. It was
John Cena?
destroyed. It blew up.
Literally.
So I guess we have the 2020 to present. The only person, well, not the only person. The first person that comes to my mind is Bobby Lashley. So, yeah.
Awesome. I'm trying to think, because that one's been a while. I don't know why the first person that came to my mind was Damian Priest.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
For some reason. I don't know why it was, but like that was the first time I felt like, okay, this actually really looks good on the champion.
Mm-hmm. And I like the design of that title a lot. It's it looks like a prize worth winning. Not saying the other ones don't, but
Right.
it has a little more oomph to it. Yeah, Bobby Lashley is the first person I think of. Tay said Austin Theory, and Cam said Damian. Who's somebody forgotten that has held that
Apollo
championship?
Crews.
Matt Riddle.
I was gonna say Matt Riddle too. I'll go Sheamus then, the guy that beat Matt for the title.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm trying to even remember the lineage of that. It went.
Was it?
Finn Balor.
Well, Bobby did. Finn, he did hold that, didn't he?
He beat Damian, and then like right before Mania or right after Mania, Austin Theory beat Finn.
Oh, yeah, because that's what made Damian turn heel. Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's right.
I
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, Finn. Yeah, that's unfortunate that Finn is a forgotten champion in most cases, other than the Universal Championship.
Isn't Apollo Crews the first one to hold that version?
I thought it was Bobby.
Was it Bobby?
Or no, it was technically it was MVP because Apollo won it from MVP, didn't he?
No, Apollo won it from
Andrade.
Because it was during the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
MVP took it, and then Bobby
he
won
held
it
it
from
hostage.
Yeah, and then Bobby won it, and then that's
right.
when they debuted it.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Rey Mysterio is did he hold that? He held that version too, didn't he?
Lost to Logan.
Yeah, that's who Logan beat.
Logan beat him. Yeah.
Yes, Seth held it. Not as many people held this one.
No.
I mean, it's only 4 years, but still, like, not that many people I can really think of held that one. They're multiple time champions.
Yeah. Well, we did with this one we did get our first mid-card title cash in.
Yikes.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
Yikes.
Yeah. That happened. That came from that title. Yeah, that was bad.
I actually did that on two. I did that on one of the video games. I had Jimmy Snuka cash in on Batista for the U.S. title. I don't know why.
That's so random.
I don't know
That's
why.
insane.
I was like, what? I was like, sure, we'll do this.
Yeah. But that's what makes universe mode so fun, because you can do random things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one doesn't have that much lineage. Like we said, multiple winners of the championship.
Yeah.
And we'll I guess any more, random people that are we forgetting anymore? Honestly, I think we covered everybody that's held that title.
We did.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else.
The only person we didn't mention in this was LA Knight, but that's because he's currently the champion.
Yeah. Maybe Melo is the next
I hope so.
holder. That's who I want to win it next. But I think they're gonna let LA Knight hold it for a while,
Right.
build it back up. Your boy Andrade held that one too. Yeah.
No,
So there's
no,
Not
not
that
that
version.
version. No.
he didn't.
No. He only held the
Oh,
03
he
to
held the other one.
2020.
Yeah, right before it shifted over. We did
Yeah.
just break that down.
And I was mad when he beat Mysterio
Not me.
for it. I know you weren't, because you're an Andrade
You know,
fan.
I think I was at that because did Ray retain in that? I can't remember. Did Ray retain in the? Is that when he lost it to Andrade, or he retained at the ladder match?
The ladder match, Andrade because they had it. Ray lost it to Andrade at MSG.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
right.
the day after
That's right.
Christmas, and then they had the
Yeah.
ladder match, and I was like, "Well, this sucks."
I was fun fact. I was at that ladder match because I was in Wichita, so
Okay.
I was there at the time. That was my second time seeing Lesnar in person. For whatever that's worth. And Randy, I remember seeing Randy. Randy was there for that one. I'm trying to think, what was the main event for that? I can't remember. That was a while ago. I think what was that, like 2019? I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, right
Yeah, because it
before.
was right before.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy times indeed. All right. Well, I guess that's a good note to end it on. You know, we got some juicy stuff for Bad Blood next week. We'll get into those predictions. We still got the Quiz Cam show coming up. Don't worry, folks. That's still coming. We just got to get our guests on the same page and everything, and our schedules have been a little wonky, so
Yeah.
we'll get it back together and we'll get that Quiz Cam show.
Have you guys figured out how you're gonna do it?
No, I mean, I got.
No, we'll just
I got
rapid
questions though.
We'll just rapid fire question. Yeah, I was gonna say I got questions, and yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll just start randomly asking questions. You got 3 seconds to answer. You
Okay,
don't
give
even
me
get
at least 10.
10.
Give me at least 10.
Nah, bro, this is a challenge. We
Or if I get it wrong, just be like, no, you're wrong. Like I'm not like I promise. Like I will have my hands like this the entire.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about you
I ain't
cheating.
worried about that.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't think you're gonna look up answers. We
I'm
just
just like,
got to
okay.
see how fast you can
Okay,
pull the knowledge out.
we'll see.
No, we'll work it out. It won't be 3 seconds. We're not gonna torture you.
It's like who did Brock Lesnar beat in his first pay-per-view match? Too late. Like, bro, I didn't even get a word out. Also,
Time.
it's Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be fun. We'll do Bad Blood predictions next week. Hopefully they finish out the card, or I guess this week coming up we'll do those.
After that is the recap.
Yep, we'll recap that, and then on to Crown Jewel build up after that, right?
When
Or
is
is there?
Halloween Havoc? Because I think we're also covering.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I forgot when that is. What?
And that's actually a PLE this time. I think it's the weekend of the 25th or 26th.
Okay,
Whatever
we got time
that.
now.
Yeah, we got some time. I guess we didn't talk about NXT at all. Is there anything from NXT we want to?
Julia's gonna murder
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Wesley's gonna destroy Zach Wentz. And still NXT champion, all ego, Ethan Page.
I think that sums it up. That's probably the
Ethan Page's theme song just randomly pops in my head throughout the day. I'll be walking around the school and I'm just like, ego every time.
And then I think Motor City Machine Guns are gonna debut in Chicago. I wish they would do it in St. Louis, but we're getting Randy versus Javon Evans.
That's gonna cut.
So,
Oh yeah, that's gonna be prepare for. You're gonna see the greatest RKO ever.
I feel bad for Javon. Like I know this is a big opportunity for him, but I feel so bad for him.
That spot is gonna be crazy. That's gonna be fire. CM Punk's special guest ref for Trick and Ethan Page.
Drew
So
McIntyre's
that's
probably
cool.
gonna screw that up, mess that up somehow.
Oh yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe
It'll be
they
the
just
Tuesday before.
maybe
So
Punk doesn't get unalived for once.
Or hey, maybe the North can reunite. You know, longest reigning TNA tag champs back together, and then
We'll see.
Punk and Trick versus those two. I don't know. No, because Punk wouldn't do it multiple times.
Yeah, I think it might have been a one-off
Mhm.
this time, but we'll see. I don't know. We've
Sure.
seen crazier things, so yeah, I think you covered everything, exciting. I mean, Roxanne went off on CM Punk,
Yeah.
which was strange.
Did that
I
promo feel
think
kind of awkward to you?
yeah, it did.
a little bit.
And a lot of I saw a lot of tweets of people were like saying, Roxanne, don't talk to your dad like that. And stuff. I thought that was funny, but yeah, her as a heel, I mean, she's gotten better, but I can't take her serious.
I think she's a fantastic
It's
heel.
like she's crazy. It's like AJ Lee's craziness, but like less refined, or she doesn't feel comfortable being crazy about the title.
Man, did she? I was hoping because I don't think she mentioned AJ at all in that exchange.
She did.
I
She
was
did.
hoping she would.
Yeah.
Did she?
One of them did.
I doubt
They didn't
we'll
mention
see an
by name,
AJ
but they said your
return.
Yeah.
wife. But we already all
Yeah.
know.
I just want AJ
Me
to come
too.
back, but
Oh my gosh.
I can wish, I can dream that would happen, and that because her and Roxanne, if their feud would be pretty fire. But yeah, Julia's probably gonna unalive Roxanne.
Oh yeah, most
Um,
likely.
so we might not get to see that feud ever, but wishful thinking. Yeah. So I think that yeah, like we said, it's been a slow news day for WWE. Hopefully, Bad Blood sparks some excitement moving forward. And we'll get into that next week. So,
Yep.
do you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, threats, not directed towards me or nothing? Nothing.
Defend the tag titles more. That's all I gotta say. We gotta get more tag team title matches.
Yeah.
We need Teddy
Yeah.
Long back as GM so he can make tag team title matches.
You can't bring Teddy back if you don't bring the
Back,
Undertaker
yeah,
back.
That's true. He's retired. He's enjoying
Undertaker was tired in backstage. You're going one-on-one. Teddy, this is the 5th time in the past month. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. Can I have a week off? There's
Like,
got to be
why?
somebody else you can go to.
It's like, why me? Why is it gotta be me? Or put him in a tag match. Just find a random person, put him in a tag match. Funaki's not doing anything. Put him in the match.
They used to put Funaki in a lot of squash
They
matches,
did.
and he had
I feel bad for Funaki.
and he always had the same Smackdown shirt on.
Yep.
That man's a Smackdown legend. Little do we know, he repped that brand at any chance he got. There was no
SmackDown's
question.
#1 announcer.
Yeah, yep.
Forgot about that.
Love Funaki.
Oh man, yeah. My only comment, and I'll continue to say this: the Attitude Era was trash. I'll continue to say that. That's gonna be my running until we actually talk about it, which we need to soon.
We will. 'Cause y'all know me, I got a lot. I got one to add on to that. 2003 is an overrated year for WWE.
Yeah, that could be.
I do not like 2000. And Here Comes the Pain. It's a great wrestling game, but it's not the best.
Wait a second.
It's
What is then?
honestly, I'm more of a Shut Your Mouth fan than Here Comes the Pain. Like, the only thing Here Comes the Pain really added was blood, bra and panties, and the Elimination Chamber match, which, you know me, I'm the biggest Elimination Chamber fan, but it's just like, no commentary? Really? But we had it in the previous
yeah, they
game, but
did.
now we don't. And
Yeah,
then
they
the theme songs are off. Like Kane's theme song isn't Slow Chemical, even though it was at the time. RVD's isn't One of a Kind. It's just it feels off, and that takes me out of it. And like I said, the no commentary thing.
yeah,
Yet
there is
we
no
had
commentary in that.
even just Bring It had commentary. It wasn't good at all. The last drop. The last drop.
I will say I like Here Comes the Pain, but I personally kind of like the original SmackDown versus Raw a little bit better than
Yeah,
Here
same.
Comes the Pain. Yeah, even though they didn't have every single championship on there. You couldn't play as a woman in the story mode or in the season mode.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good game, man.
And I mean, '06 even improved. But I consider the first SmackDown versus Raw kind of like the last SmackDown game, if because it still has the same
Yeah,
mechanics and everything. It's more
Yeah.
polished. But yeah, it's good, but it's not like, oh, I want to play this all night. Like
I had fun on Here Comes the
I
Pain.
mean, I still got
I
it. I just
I was gonna say I think going back and playing it now, I haven't played it in so long. I probably would have the same sentiments, but I do remember I enjoyed the original SmackDown versus Raw better. Um, that was definitely more fun for me. But yeah, um, I think that's it. Any other Tay? You have any hot takes today? I'll cut the show. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all next week.
tongue